26 or 27 bags here that I have here on my table. That I'm going to show you one of every one. Somebody kind of blasted me on a price for something, so I'm doing this to show you the bag, so you know it's not something special that, hey, I'm doing this many for this for you. You know, this is how my lures come bagged up. It'll show how many in the bag, it'll show the price, and then I will also say it and tell you how many's in it. And I will pull one out and show it to you. Now, some of these lures you've seen already in previous videos, some you haven't. But this is the bag, and I'm just going to show every one that I have right now in stock. So to start out with, 4 1/4 inch salted bass sticks, aka Senkos. As you can see, there's 22 a bag, $7 a bag. And this one here, as it's shown on there, happened to be the malted crawl color, which again is the green pumpkin with a blue highlight. And then of course the black flake. And it's a nice bait. One thing, mine are tougher. Everybody complained to me about lures being soft. Oh, they're too soft, you tear up, you get one fish, that's it. Mine are tougher. It's a 60-40 blend of salt water and soft plastic. So they're still soft, but they're just a little tougher. I mean, you know, that's the tougher ones, and that's how much I've been. I mean, but you know, they wacky rig really good. I use the Gamakatsu super braided hooks when I Texas rig them, and that's about the only way really I use them. Texas rigging them. I'm going to be using them some for shaky heading, and they work really good that way too. Okay, here's the 5 1/4 inch, 22 a bag, and the price is $7.50 a bag. These are black blue flake. Again, these are, you know, all these lures are tougher than what you would normally get from Bass Pro Shop, anybody. And there it is. It does have some salt. It don't have a lot. They'll try to float, to be honest, on a shaky head. So there's a lot of action when it's coming across. If you just let it sit there before it bounces up, it'll kind of try to float up. So when your shaky head does pop up, it definitely will float up. But with your 3/0 hook, I use a 5/0. I know, I can't think of his name, but Lunkers TV says he always tells everybody to use a 5/0, and Gary told him no, use a 3. I do use a 5/0 so myself. A lot of times I'm throwing a lot of grass, I want that bigger hook. That's why I use the 5. And yes, they come 22 a bag, but like it says, it's $7.50 a bag. And these are all, like I said, what's on my list, on the wall. Some of them only have one bag of, like this one here, this is the only bag of these I have in stock. I'll make them up, that's no biggie. Whoops, let me show you the bag first. Here is 7-inch stinger worms. And they are $4.50. Yes. $4.50 a bag, 22 a bag. And this one, as it said, was watermelon red. And I know I've already showed this one before, but that's one of the lures. Get right on to the next one, which is a cut bait. Cut tail Senko style bait. Salted bass sticks, I call them. 10 to a bag for $7.50. They're 7 inches. And this is a watermelon, silver, and gold flake. And it's hand poured, so it's flat on the bottom here. It's not completely round. And actually, the other 3 baits I already showed, they are also hand poured, so they're not. Well, no. The Senkos are. My salted bass sticks are full round, but they're still hand poured. I don't have the bowl handy to show you, or I will show you the top of it, but it is hand poured and it is full round. This one here, 10.5 inch stinger. It's a ribbon tail worm, 10.5 inch ribbon tail worm. 10 of them for $5.50. There it is. And it's a hand poured lure, so it's not completely round. It's flat on the bottom also. It's hand poured now, so it also means anything I say is hand poured, it means it's hand trimmed, other than the Senkos. I just cut the tip off of the big end off of it, where it pours down into the mold. It has like a mushroom head on it then. Okay. 12.5 inch stinger worms, 10 to a bag for $6. And this is black shad with red flake. Hand poured, hand trimmed. It's a good bait. They like them a little bit tougher too, and they do some of them. They do have a coffee scent. They have all that DCB. Excuse me. Well, this one just says garlic because it's an older bag. The newer ones say DCB tournament juice, and they have coffee, shad oil, garlic oil, and crawdad oils all blend. It's all blended into the plastic. That's my own blend that I do. Four-inch water beetles, $5 a bag. Took for a bag of 10. Let me split it just a little bit here. Little hooks. Well, I see a little piece that needed to be trimmed off. See, I told you they had to be hand trimmed. You're gonna see me trim this little corner off this one right here. I don't know how I missed that. But I pour them and trim them all. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And move back up again. There you go. There's the front side of it, and there's the bottom side of it. And there, like I said, it's 10. Like it says, it's 10 to a bag for $5 a bag. Then we got the 4.5s water beetles, 10 to a bag, and this one is for $6. And like I said before, I'm sorry if anybody else does it, but as far as I know, I'm the only one that puts that eyeball right there on them sides. And that is my famous punk rock to the smallmouth eat up. I had one guy at a show over in Richmond, Kentucky in February. He bought some things off of me. He walked by 3 or 4 times and came back the last time. There was one bag of these left sitting there. He said, them things so ugly, they got to work. And he snatched them. Well, about 2 weeks later, he emailed me and says, man, them things are awesome. I sent an email back and said, thank you. Appreciate that very much. You want some more of that? Let me know. 2.5-inch bitsy worms, 22 a bag, for $3 a bag, it says there. And this is my malted crawl. Awesome killer color. Like I said, anything I make it in. There it is, my bitsy crawl. And I said again, $20, 22 a bag. I'm sorry, for $20, for $3, not 20. Okay, and got the little minnow swim bait, baby bass. Excuse me, 10 to a bag for $5.50. And there it is.
Call from New.
Oops, kind of like the, it was like the Reaction Innovation swim bait, but mine comes with eyeballs. It's hand poured, so it's flat on top. It's a nice little swimmer there. Sorry. Another swim bait, 4 3/4 swimming shad for $7, 10 to a bag. There we go. That's the smoking pepper. That's the blue smoking pepper flash. You can nose hook it, you know, with a nose weight like some people have, or you can put the belly weight on it. It's got a slot in the belly, so that's not a problem. I honestly like this one better than I do the other one. I don't throw the other one. I have people ask me for the other one, but I prefer this one or my 6-inch one, which I don't have any in stock. I do need to make them. My thumping frogs, 10 to a count for $7 a bag. And yes, this is the bullfrog. I know I do have showed this color again before in another video. I've seen similar baits 3 for $3.99. I don't think 10 for $7 is a bad price. And nobody else does either that has actually looked it up and seen it. Now my next little froggy, he's quiet. He can make a little bit of noise, but he's quiet. And this is a 3.5-inch swimming frog for $7, 10 to a bag. I was one day fishing in a little body of water. They would not take the thumping frog. They didn't want the noise. I threw this out there and caught bass all day long. From 8 o'clock until 3:45 when I had to leave, bring my nephew back home. It's quiet. It runs real good. These little feet here will kind of roll like this. And like I said that day, that they didn't want no noise. As long as it just rolled, it's fine. As soon as it rolled, it started going psst, 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 psst. They quit hitting. So I had to slow down, just let them roll, no noise. It rides right on top, makes a little bitty V, and they were slamming it and eat it up all day long. Like I said, until about, well, I quit at 12 to go have lunch with my nephew, and then went back and started right up again. And it was hot that day. I looked like I had been sitting in a sauna completely dressed. A little 4.5-inch flipping crawls for $4, 10 to a bag. I don't normally do these in white, but I have a guy that fishes one of the local creeks here, and that's what he wanted them in. I said, well, sure, of course. That's why it's called Dwayne's Custom Baits. I'll make them any color you want. So that's them there. Oh, now this next one here, I got some guys that told me there's nothing on the market as good. And they've used the missile, I hate to throw names out there. They used to use the missile one, and I cannot think of the other company right now, but they say that mine's better. And that's my that 3.5-inch twin tail grub. I got to show you the bag, I'm sorry. I did goof on that. It's 22 a bag for $6.25 for a bag of 22 a bag there. Of twin tail grubs, and they've got the best action I've been told that's out of anything on the market. And this is also that tougher plastic, so it's not going to tear up as easily as everybody else's does. Okay, next, 3.5-inch single tail grubs for $6, 22 a bag. Sorry about that. These are smoking purple. I won't mention any names, but I had a guy had the bright idea to use a light wire hook, and he had a 5-pound largemouth hit it, and it stretched the hook and it got off. His partner says he thinks he had gas. It wasn't a good idea. We all started laughing at him over that. He said it wasn't a good idea at all. Needless to say, he doesn't do that anymore. This is my big bag here. Bigger 5.25-inch Swimming Dragon, 10 to a bag for $5.50. And of course this is plum. A lot of action there in them feet if you swim it. That's what I've done the last 2 foot out of a pond that come up and almost caught it, but it didn't quite. And then of course you got your wings here, and they're pretty good size, and these little rings there help catch water. Air, when it hits the water, it'll blow up some little bit of bubbles that will float up off of it. And that's 5.25 inches. Next we got 6-inch lizards, 10 to a bag for $3.50. Black with a chartreuse tail. That was a custom color I had a guy wanted. I think I've got about 3 or 4 colors of these in stock here. Cotton candy has been really hot on the smallmouth on the lakes down in Tennessee, and also as the guy was wading over in Kentucky. 3 3/4-inch double crawls, 10 to a bag for $5.50. And this is just the backwater blue color. I know I showed you this earlier today in 2 other colors, but here they are. A whole bag off the wall.